Yeah, let's make paintball great again, huh?
There you go. I like that.
So, Oliver, first of all, thanks for organizing this awesome tournament or weekend, one-on-one weekend. Tell the people in Germany who might not know you, because you're kind of OG paintball, who you are and what you're doing actually.
Yeah, so I'm Oliver Lang. If you haven't heard of me, I played on such team as Dynasty and the Ironmen. You know, I've ended my career and I've really started to figure out what I think the future of paintball needs, and I think we need to grow players, we need to build a community, and obviously improve our skills. So I feel like one-on-one, it really is the five-man game in a nutshell, and you can get a lot of experience out of playing one-on-one in a short amount of time for a fraction of the price, and it's a lot of fun. So the Joust is really it's an invitation to learn the formats, whereas in the duel in the future, I think will really be the prize. Yeah, and I feel like as a professional player who's gone through high levels of this and won many different types of events, I retired and I walk away with nothing. Yeah, so the future for me is to get players compensated, to get them paid, to get them high prize packages. The winner from the duel this weekend, he's going to be eligible, or she's going to be eligible to come to the grand finale to play for $15,000 cash. And to me, that's a big deal, because as an independent player, I've never won $15,000 cash as an independent, okay? Now, that's not a lot of money, but for paintball, that's a good start. That can pay your rent for some months and, car payments or whatever. And it can also validate what we're doing here, because we play paintball, we spend a lot of money, we put a lot of energy out, and there's not a lot of return at the end of the day.
Sure.
So if you look at every other sport, the reason why these sports are big is because there's big prize packages, there's compensation, and then you get more people interested, there's more seriousness, there's more professionalism, and then you get more sponsorships.
Okay, you just said in the beginning, like you want to grow players, you want to grow the paintball scene, paintball family. What is the typical player you're aiming for to be part of this?
Yeah, good question. I mean, again, the Joust is for everybody, right? You can be a beginner player and you can even have pro players on the Joust. And that's because through osmosis, through playing with people, through watching people, you get better, right? So the team is going to be comprised of a lot of different characters of players. Now, I am searching for the future generations for the duel. Okay, but with that being said, I've also started to see a lot of resurgence from more veteran players who maybe didn't get their shot, who didn't win enough, who didn't get compensated, and they're coming back and they're saying, okay, I can do this. I can play this one-on-one thing, and I can actually be good at this. And they don't have to have a team. You don't have to. The team aspect is an amazing format. It's an amazing way of playing it, but it's very complicated, as maybe you guys know, as the viewers know. To have a team, to run a team, to keep the team alive, to pay for the team, to travel with the team, to organize the team. It's a lot of things that you have to take under consideration. As an independent, you can do it yourself inexpensively, and you can just go out there and you can play and you can improve your skills. So the future generations are definitely who I'm looking for, and I'm also interested in reviving veteran players who have the skill and have the talent and who have just dropped off the face of the planet in terms of playing paintball. So if you're a German player, maybe I played against you, this is a format that you can compete in, Future generations, 17-year-old kids, 18-year-old kids, 19-year-old kids, 25, whatever it is. This is a start, a path for you to climb and to become recognized in your area first off, and then be recognized, nationally, wherever you're from, and then eventually internationally.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think we saw a lot of different skill levels today, and as you said, like veterans like me, I'm playing like 15 years, but some young guns as well who play like 1 or 2 years, and they competed pretty well today. Excited to see them tomorrow in the duel, where it really comes to just your own skill. Regarding all this complexity of paintball, like the NXL is striving to get paintball to the big show, to the TVs. Do you think like this format would be like an easy go to get into the worldwide television stuff?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, again, I feel like if we had billions of dollars, the current format is the best. But in the state of affair where we are, and trying to grow the sport, obviously coming out of COVID, a lot of things dipped. European paintball really dipped. A lot of players disappeared. Finances weren't there. I feel that without a doubt that the one-on-one is the future in terms of being able to be televised, being able for it to be comprehensive, and again, to be able to compensate the players on a high level so that they can put the energy that they need to put in, to achieve a high level of play, right? Because again, the 5-man is very complicated.
Yep.
You're a German player. German players are probably watching this. The German players have always been very good, very great, skilled players. It's been very hard for a German team to compete against a United States team. It's just the way it's been, because you need a lot of backing to be able to do that. Now, German players could come out, they could play this one-on-one, and they could literally make a name for themselves. They could carve out a niche in the sport. They could represent Germany, and then in a very small amount of time, you can have a top-level German player in competition with an American player, and it could beat him.
Okay, thank you. So in 2024, you're doing like this world tour. I think it's like nearly half through.
Yeah, halfway now.
Yeah. What are your future plans like for 2025 and the following years?
Good question. So, if you don't know, what we're doing this year is we're searching the world for the best players. So tomorrow there's going to be a best in Europe, right? So, I had a lot of people contact me, say, hey, why don't you do this in France? Why don't you do this in Italy? Why don't you do this in these other places in Spain? The thing is we would love to go everywhere. We can't go everywhere. We only have a minimum amount of time. So Germany was our destination, and of course this is on the Czech border, so there's a little bit of conflict there, but ideally German players need to support these types of things, right? As a German player, you have a possibility to come to one of this, to win this thing, to be eligible to come to the grand finale, to win $15,000 cash. That's a big deal, okay? So after we do this year, and we do the grand finale, next year, we're probably going to be hosting just individual events. We've created a Hormesis Elite one-on-one app. So you can download this app on your phone. You can start tracking yourself. You can start playing. You can start getting statistics, real statistics. In the future, I can zoom in to specific geographic locations and see who the best players are who are playing with this app. Okay? And get really legitimate statistics on who the best players are in the world. And so in the future, we'll just look at the app, we'll harvest the best players from Germany, we'll harvest the best players from France, we'll harvest the best players from Spain, and we'll say you 5 are invited, 10 are invited to come to this international event. X amount of dollars is on the line, and we'll make it a showcase event. We'll probably do 2 or 3 of those in the future a year, yeah? And then also at those times, we'll have open divisions, we'll have pro divisions, we'll have female divisions, we'll have over 40 division, we'll have a youth division. We can do a gambit of different types of divisions for the one-on-one.
Okay, sounds like a pretty solid plan.
Thank
to
you.
be honest. Really look forward to it. One last question. Keep it simple. The duel is still not played yet. It's going to be tomorrow. But how do you feel like the skill level today was?
The skill level was good. There was a few very good, high-quality players. You played very well yourself, The duel is there's multiple aspects to the duel, because you're going to be playing for 20 minutes. So, it's today, you get a couple rounds, and it's hard to really discern how good you are and how good you're playing. So again, the joust is really just an information, it's an education for the duel. And then the duel is really the prize. And tomorrow, the guys who are playing, the best, not only just a couple points, but they'll have to be playing for 20 minutes back to back. So they're going to have to have some physical, cardio aspects to it, the mental aspect of it. And it's hard to know who's going to win. I will say that we just came off of the tour stop in Greensboro, North Carolina in America, the first one, and the duel was insane, the caliber of play. And I feel like, because we've already initiated this in the U.S. last year, this year it's a European initiative. We did one in London, so we got some UK players already involved in this. It does take a little bit of time for you to understand it and to get into it. Not very long. It's a weekend, 2 weekends, and you're going to be just right up there. So it's hard to know who's going to win. I'm excited to know who's going to win and crown them the best dueler in Europe.
Okay, thanks a lot. It was a ton of fun today. Have a good evening.
Thank
See you tomorrow, Oliver.
Yeah, thank you guys for the interview. And if anybody's watching this, you want to get more information, just stay tuned to Hormesis Paintball Instagram. We're always dropping out information out there. And again, just start playing one-on-one, start improving your skill, build your community, and then in the future, this is going to be something that's going to be very valuable.
Yeah, let's make paintball great again, huh?
There you go. I like that.